everyone, my name is Ighodaro Emwinghare. I'm a data scientist at Carbon. Today I'll be talking on an interesting topic on data is the new oil. Of course, many of us probably, when growing up, we heard that people that work in the petroleum industry, especially in upstream, make a lot of money because crude oil was one of the most valuable commodity on earth. But then over time, we have had a lot of competitions regarding value of materials, raw materials, and as the case may be. But today, we would be changing our orientation on that to this new fact that data is the new oil. That is, data is now one of the most, if not possibly the most valuable commodity of today. There are facts to back this. The biggest companies in the world, that is Alphabet, the owners of Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, IBM, as many as you could think of, are being driven by data. A very good example is, if you check Facebook, you notice that if you search for something on Google, let's say a phone on Google, and you log into your Facebook application, you notice that Facebook starts giving you adverts relating to what you just searched. So what they did was that they actually went through your browsing history, checked recommending posts for you. That's to see how crazy people are using data to actually make life a bit easier for others. The beauty is that, in as much as this data is used to make life easier for the end users, it somehow provide revenue to these companies. For example, the most valuable company by valuation, I think, is Apple. Yeah, and before it was Saudi Aramco. Saudi Aramco is the only upstream company in Saudi Arabia. But over time, Apple actually now has higher valuation than Saudi Aramco. And the reason is simple. Some of us use Apple devices and we enjoy it, right? A lot. Probably I'm using an Apple device to record this teaching today. And I'll tell you this, what makes Apple very interesting is the intelligence in Apple devices, or in the iOS operating system. And this intelligence is possible as a result of the availability of data. For example, how do you think Siri came about? You could just say, hey Siri, do this or do that, and Siri does the magic for you. Oh, report is so interesting, right? That was actually possible because of what we call natural language processing, right? Which is a part of data science that involves using test data in training natural language processing algorithms. You understand? So my point is this: data is now a raw material, right? Just like crude oil, and when processed, it better crude oil, right? And that's the reason there's a particular profession that is making a lot of noise today, which is data science, right? And the reason for this so much talk about data science is because there's so much data, there's so much raw material, and we need people, just the way we need geologists, petroleum engineers to explore and produce crude oil. We need people to make sense of data. This is data, and the people that does this work are the data scientists, the data engineers, the data analysts, the business intelligence analysts, and other data related profession. So you see, if we then say that data is the new oil, that is, data is presently one of the most valuable resource any company could own, it simply means that data scientists, data analysts are the new petroleum engineers. We could easily put it that way. And if I want to conclude, I would say, don't get me wrong, crude oil is still very valuable, but the ability for a firm to strive in the 21st century, especially in the fourth industrial revolution, which is artificial intelligence, is the ability for that firm to harness and use the data available to the firm to create intelligence, make a data-driven decision, and at the end of the day, improve profit. As I like telling people, I'll conclude with this. As a result of big data, which is defined by three characteristics: velocity, volume, and variety, we now have what we call a data profession. These data professions are many: data science, data engineer, data analyst, business intelligence analyst, even the old school guys in quote, the database administrators. And because a lot of firms needs to make sense of this data, which is as valuable as crude oil, this profession of data science, data analyst, data engineers, and related data professions would continue to be a high demand career in this decade and possibly in decades to come. Thank you.